Hey y'all, Pawpaw here. Today we're getting ready to go on our camping trip, trying to get the boat ready. Probably can't see me that way. There you go. So we're just checking the boat out before we take off. We'll check the drive shaft around the prop. Make sure I ain't got nothing wrapped around it. Gonna make sure the boat even starts. It ain't been started in a while. But clean it up, put a few lights on it, different things. So y'all stick with me. I'll show you the boat real quick and then we'll see what we can do. All right, this is the motor is a 1988 Johnson 90 horse. It's the V4. The boat is it's either an 84 or an 88 Sun Tracker DL 24 foot. It was in pretty bad shape whenever I got it. One of the fences was completely messed up. We straightened it up the best that we could. Got it set up for fishing. No bench seats. Got one bench in the back, and the rest of it is all pedestal seats so we can fish. Had to rebuild the back deck. A tree had fell on it. Need to paint the cowl and the engine, but she runs good. There's the fence that we had to rebuild. Just used galvalume on it instead of the aluminum. We need to clean the pontoons up, shine them up, but don't stop it from floating. All right, here we are at the back. I done took the carter key out. I've already broke the nut loose, so we're just gonna twist it right on off. These shouldn't be hard to replace. Pull it right on off. This one is a 14 by 13. It's a 3-blade. Pull that thrust washer off. Set it up that way. That right there is why we're doing this. Fishing line around that shaft is delete that seal up. That seal looks pretty good. Ain't in bad shape at all. Got leaves down in our exhaust, but that'll all work out. All right, let's put this prop back on. Make sure you put your washer on first. See how it's got a step down? Step down goes towards the back. It'll only go so far on. It'll go up to that little flare there. Put it on. Slide the prop back on. Tighten our bolt up. Now this don't have to be super tight, but the better you can get it, or the tighter you can get it, the better. Alright, if you can see it, there's a hole right there for your carter key. I think we can still get one on there. Alright. So give me a few minutes, or it'll be a second for y'all. And we'll be right back. We're gonna go get the power turned on to the boat and See if we can get her to start up. All right. Taking that prop off made me think I've got another prop back here that'll fit it. I want to see what it looks like, but I also need to test this camera too because I'm going to be doing a review on it. See how it does when we're walking. Get the mimosa out of the way. Where's it at? There it is. Alright, well this one don't say what it is, but it's got a good carter key in it and nut. So I'm probably gonna grab it anyway. I'm gonna be out there for a week. Don't hurt to have backup. Alright, let's get this up there and get it taken apart. Alright. That's the prop to come off of it. It's the prop come off that old junk motor in the back. You can look. This one's made more for power, just pushing. That one's a little bit steeper. It's made more for speed. We're not too worried about speed in this case. We are worried about the power. So we're probably going to put the original back on it, but we're going to take that one with us to make sure that if something happens, we got a backup. And then one day we'll do a speed comparison out on the lake where I ain't got to worry about running into any stumps. Where we're going's got a lot of stumps. So, alright, I'm going to stick the original back on real quick. And then we'll get the motor down and see if she'll start. Alright, we ran into some problems. A while ago, I had to go back to work. A while ago, I turned the battery on. Went to lower the motor down so I could put the muffs on it and run some water to it while I started it. Motor wouldn't go down. So I messed around with it for a little bit. Let me just show y'all what the problem ended up being. Alright, right in here, that's your power tilt and trim pump and your piston. Sitting right there is where the motor goes. There's the base for the motor. See all that rust? Ate up wires. The brushes still seem to be good. I can probably clean it up. There's the motor itself. That should not be that black. There shouldn't be rust right in there. So the motor was locked up. It had rusted solid. So there's the housing. All that rust up in there. But you figure this motor was made back in 1987, 88, somewhere around in there. Don't know if this was the original part or not. But I found another one down in Panama. I'll have to go pick it up in the morning. See what we can figure out here. Alright. Now whenever you take these off, there's a bolt here, there's a bolt down here, and there's a bolt back here. There's 3 on this side, 3 on that side. I've already pulled those out of the way. Right now, I got to take these bolts out that are holding this motor to the transom because I got to take them out because I've got to spread that mount out a little bit Sorry doing this one-handed. Working amongst all these cables. Alright. Got it loosened up. Got that loosened up. See if we can get enough play in it. Alright. Here's our tilt and trim pump. I'm going to use little old John boat as a workbench. Here's our new pump. Y'all have to forgive me, sun's coming up. It's hard to get an angle where we got good light. Alright, this one's a lot better than the one we did have. The other one had a plastic base on it. This base here is made out of metal. Don't want to lose this little O-ring. Goes right in there. Make sure we ain't got no parts. Warranty does not cover such things as freight damage, broken solenoids, rust corrosion, submersion or burnouts, broken mounting flanges or shafts, cut wires or dismantled units, broken nose housings, and drive gears or internal gears. So basically the warranty on this thing does not cover anything. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright, we're going to take this O-ring, we're going to put it right down on there. Can you see it? Right in there. Make sure we line up that. I just broke a rod holder. Well, that ain't good. Broke the whole thing. Alright, let's try this again. Put our O-ring down on here. Oh, that ain't good. That's better. Whew. Getting a little worried there. I thought it wasn't going to line up. Starter screws. Get her handy dandy impact. You don't want to over tighten these because the housing is just aluminum. About need a battery for the impact. Alright, let's go get this up. See if we can get this put back on. Pull our bolts out so we don't mess them up. Now let's see how. Got it in there. Throw this wire up out of the way. We're not going to put this one tight. I just put the wrong bolt in that hole. Two of these bolts are the same size. They go here and here. The long bolt goes right here. Don't do like I done and put the long bolt in the wrong hole because it won't tighten all the way up. Alright, snug that one up. If I was smart, I'd go get my adapter so I can use my impact to put these on. But I ain't never been accused of being smart. And it just as quick to do this. So we ain't gonna tighten them up just yet. We're just getting them started. All right, let's go over here to the other side. All right. I don't want to start. That was catch a little bit. That bolt's gonna be in the way there. Probably save that one for last. You'll see that bolt right there. For some reason on this side it's in the way. Something's not quite right. If this footage ain't good, I'm sorry, y'all. It's my first time using a chesty. Well, I say first time. I used it the other day taking all this off. Don't think we need that anymore. All right, now what I need to do, I need to hook. What I need to do, I need to bring this back up here and put the pin back in it. Well, I can't do that until I get power to the motor. And right here is the plug. So I've got to unplug that, pull this wire that comes all the way down to here. Got to pull it out. Then I need to take this new wire, run it the same way, back up through there. And I need to put these ends in that plug. So I ain't gonna be able to get any close-up footage of me taking this apart, but let's see if I can do it one-handed. All right. If you'll look up in there, right up in there. Pins have a little notch on them. I'll show you that on this. See how it's got a little notch cut into it? That's so it can lock right on in over here. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to reach up in there with our screwdriver. We're going to squeeze that together and pull that out. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Sorry, had it picked up. Got the plug off. Now I'm not 100% sure which wire goes where. Green wire, blue wire. So let's find this plug up here. All right, green wire goes in here, blue wire goes in here. So we're going to take this green wire, push it right up in there, and that locks it in. Going to do the same thing with this blue wire, and that locks it in. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to feed the wire yet. I'm just going to plug it back up. Let's go turn on our battery so that'll work. All right, battery's on. All right, so we got our battery on. There's my buttons for up and down. See if it goes up. Ah, that seems to be backwards, because that should be down, that should be up. All right, we can fix that. Well, one thing, I can do that right there. All right, we got our pin in there. Go ahead and put our clip on the other side. Let's drop our clip. Y'all probably aren't seeing this. I'm so sorry. All right, we got our clip in. Well, that's the motor. Tilt and trim works. Pump's on. Wires are ran right. She starts, she runs. Got to put the cowl back on her. Pick up her tools. This part of this job is done. We're going to put some fresh gas in it. We're going to take her to the lake and just run her out. I don't know if y'all seen these bamboo poles, or if you even saw them that time. It's a 24-foot boat. So they're about 15, 20 foot. Making push poles out of them. This is a big boat. You don't want to have to paddle it. And that's some shallow water over there in places. So in order to get some good fishing in, we got to do what we have to get to where we need to be. See what I'm saying? All right. So we're going to call this video done. I got a few more videos I got to do on this boat today before we leave, but they'll get posted. You'll see them, I promise you. We got some lights to put on it. Maybe you already saw the video where we put the LEDs in the bimini top. It wasn't a how-to video. It was just a, let's get it done. Got to get the little drum boat together. Got to get all our gear packed up and loaded. Some came out here yesterday and split us some firewood. Yeah, it's pine. It's not for cooking. It's just for warming. It's supposed to get down into the 30s a couple of nights. So that's just for general burning, sitting around the fire, shooting a bull, hanging out, having a good time, enjoying our family. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Family first. Spend time with your family even if you ain't got time to spend. Make time. They all grow up quick. My baby is 20 years old. He's fixing to be 21. I was a truck driver most of my adult life. I was gone a lot. I wish I wasn't gone as much as I was, but you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, my 3 girls, they're already grown and out of the house. Sure wish I could have spent more time with them when they were growing up. But that's why we do what we do, so that we can have family time. We can spend time with our family. We can go on week-long camping trips and be able to see all of them. We're going to have 4 generations on this campsite. So it's all about the family. All right, well, I've been rambling on long enough. So y'all have a good one, and we'll see you next time.